Alright, Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Al-Haqadash. I want to give double honors to our apostles and elders of the Great Millstone who've ruled well and taught us this truth. And a sincere peace and salutations to all Akim pushing his word and truth, and in all sincerity, it's the brother Ganon coming back at you with a quick video. And Salakia for the no garment. As you can see, I'm on the go right now. But I'm lying back in on brother video. Salakia, I forgot the brother's the channel that I watched earlier in the week, but he was basically going into the new bill that Trump passed, or it at the least it passed through the House. I didn't get an update that it passed through the Senate yet, but it's highly expected to pass that 1,000-page bill, where it can basically start sedition. So through the spirit, I want to entitle this video "Sedition on the Rise." With the emoji looking eyes, like, is it possible? If this bill was to go through, which is highly expected to do, can this be the start of something? And with sedition, with the uprising of the people, then that will give the government, basically access to pass the laws that they want to pass, or make this more of a militarized country, which can also usher in the M to the T to the O to the B. And right now we just prophecy watching, waiting for these prophecies to come to pass. And so basically I was just reading up on a little bit of things on that bill. And one of the biggest things that can go down that the brother was talking about is SNAP benefits, also known as food stamps. And the cut and the more strenuous requirements that is going to that you have to have in order to get that. So I looked up by race who's on food stamps, and I just looked it up. So I'm not gonna show it on here, but I just looked it up. All you got to do is go to ChatGPT and ask race food stamps by race. Food stamps by race, and it's gonna pop up. You see 44.7% goes to the white Americans, so-called white Americans, so-called Negro, black Americans got 27%, and the Hispanics have 21%. And obviously there's a decimal in all of those. So, but yeah, the breakdown is, the MAGA hats, the Make America Great Again hats, they're going to be the more deeply impacted by this bill that Trump is trying to pass, and it can be deemed as betrayal. And with that bill, it can it's going to be harder to get food stamps, and if you do get food stamps, you're not going to get the number that you're used to getting. And also, if you do get it with the lower number, is higher requirements on the things that you can get. So you can't get as much luxuries with the food stamps as you used to. Basically you're only going to be able to buy GMO bullshit, and that can possibly start that uprise that it was speaking about. 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, where it says, "Woe to the world," starting at the 14th verse. "Woe to the world and them that the world therein. For one people shall stand up against and fight against another." And there should be sedition, not regarding their kings nor princes, and that's what can possibly come from this. You've seen what they were capable of when they stormed the Capitol, and now they're gonna possibly feel betrayal. from their beloved president, Donald Trump. You know, and that's on that side of the fence, but also with the Jakes, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You know, the Northern Kingdom, you know, with the border crisis and the illegal immigrant crisis, you're already getting attacked. And you so-called Negroes been getting attacked since we've been here, but even your rights is going to be taken away. So this could possibly be it, man. This could possibly be that sedition that can you know, lead to martial law, that can lead to the financial collapse. You know, it can lead to so many things, because if there's sedition and people are just rioting and looting and stealing, you know, that means if you're stealing, that means you're not paying taxes. You know, so it can lead to an economic crash, which would kill that the reserve. Damn. It'd kill that American dollar, Slocky. You know, Jake having a brain fuck. But it'd kill that American dollar, which will bring that digital system, which can bring that M to the T to the O to the B. And those can be the final prophecies that come to pass that we need, that's going to usher in that World War III. And this is what we're looking for. You know, not to mention the tariffs that's already going down, the price hikes that's already going down. You know, the average people is going to feel it, you know. And then they saying we're coming into, they keep saying we're coming into a recession when the recession is already here, you know. I was just reading on X, formerly known as Twitter, where it was a lady who was making 80 grand a year, is basically saying she feel like she's living below the poverty line at $80,000 a year. And if you go back 3-4 years, $80,000 a year is a pretty good salary, you know. So people are still feeling the effects of 2020. The scriptures say a kingdom divided against itself cannot stand. Everybody is going their own way. Everybody is you know, upset, creating their own plans. You know, if XYZ don't go their way, they're gonna do, you know, they're gonna do what they gotta do. So, you know, it's a beautiful time to live in. Prophecies is coming to pass. This is the time where we gotta stay on our watch, man. You know, continue to do the things that's told of us, you know, to the best of our abilities. You know, continue to pray without ceasing, man. You know, if brothers is not praying, you're not in the spirit. You have to pray every day over your soul, beg for salvation, you know, beg for that protection. Beg for the blood of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua to stay upon you and your household. You know, that time of the Passover is still here, you know, because the prophecies can come just like that. And like it says in Thessalonians, if you're not watching, you're going to get swept up under it as well, you know. So make your way to camp, you know, be on time, be diligent, be a pillar to your camp, hold up your camp, do whatever you got to do. Make sure you're paying your tithes, you know. Charity cover a multitude of sins, man, you know, because the left hand is working, and if you're not working on the right hand, then you're going to be caught out here, man. You're going to be caught out here, and none of us want that, man. None of us want that, because it's not just you. Your household can go with you, you know. Your household can go with you. So if you slipping and you playing around, you know, you showing too much attention to things that don't matter, or to things that you deem matter, but you showing more attention to that than being on your watch, then that's going to fall anyway. If brothers know what I'm saying. So, you know, that's it, man. That's the point, man. I was just laying back on that brother video concerning the new bill that Trump has passed, and the new bill that Trump has passed can definitely lead to things that we're looking for. You know, it can lead to that uprising which can lead to martial law, which can lead to the economic collapse of this country financial system, and and we know what the next financial system is going to be, and that's the big prophecy that we're worried. That's the big bang, where we can start looking to the sky and looking for the chariots, all them so-called UFO sightings. We can start looking to the skies where they're gonna start coming closer and closer, down here, to come and grab us up and then get busy. So man, listen, man, the kingdom is near, man. The kingdom is near through the spirit power, Yahweh Shem Shah, Lord's will. We are all a part of that number. With that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rachakodash. I want to give double honors to our apostles and elders up in Great Millstone who grew well and taught us this truth. And shalom to the whole full elect. Shalom.